A new cruise liner may be interested in ecotourism opportunities here in Guam and the Northern Mariana Islands. Isa Baza has more.
The luxury Silver Explorer Expedition cruise ship was purposefully built to navigate waters in some of the most remote parts of the world. Most recently, the cruise liner has taken interest in the Mariana Island chain. Sinamay Mayor of the Northern Islands, Jerome Aldon.
This is going to be the second time that they're going to be out in the Mariana area.
Aldon said the cruise liner first visited back in 2014.
Actually, it originated from Alaska. I went up to Japan and came down from Japan down to the Mariana Islands, down to Guam. And it's coming back this year in June, but with a different take now. I think they're coming in from Guam, Tinian, Saipan, then to Pagan, and then up to Mog, Japan, and move on. I support the cruise liner. Actually, I've been working very hard with the government, the Sinamay government, in just allowing them to stop over Mog, because nobody watches over Mog. It needs a lot of money for enforcement and stuff.
Cerrito Mayor Melissa Savares said promoting the cruise industry could bring economic opportunities to Guam and the Sinamay.
One of the questions that we had is, what did the passengers do when they got off in Pagan? What did Pagan have to offer?
She said hot springs, lakes, and agricultural or archaeological tours are just a few ecotourism ideas.
Guam can be the shopping area where they go and shop in U.S. stores and stuff, and then they go to Rota, maybe for golf. So each island is unique in its own way. That can be something that the cruise line industry can have to offer.
When asked whether pending U.S. military plans to use Northern Islands as military training grounds could be an impediment, Mayor Aldon said nothing is set in stone yet, and he will continue to work to bring economic opportunities to his jurisdiction.
My plan is actually resettlement and economic redevelopment, so that's what I'm trying to do.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isa Baza.
It's an election year, and as Sabrina Salas Metanani reports, one campaign has already started.
As part of their community outreach this year, the Public Administration and Legal Studies Division at the University of Guam's School of Business and Public Administration is promoting a voting drive for residents under 25. Nearly 80% of students at UOG are under 25, with 60% being women. Aside from UOG, the campaign will be launched at all high schools to raise the awareness of the voting age starting at 16. PAL's president, Keith Kanata.
The new voting initiative drive that we're trying to do for PALS, it's an island-wide based thing. We're trying to promote those individuals under 25 to be able to register to vote.
The goal of the project is for new young voters to post a selfie photo when they register to vote. According to Kanata, you can hashtag I voted to encourage others under 25 to register and vote as well. You can register at UOG or any mayor's office. The key themes of the project include, if you don't vote, you don't count, and voting is your voice. PAL's Vice President, Johnny Trinidad Jr.
Well, for the youth, we're adults, and the first thing we want to do as American citizens is have a voice. That's the main purpose. And as a PAL's officer, we use our organization to make that community, because we are a community and we need to have a voice. And the ones who have a voice are usually around this range, 25 and below.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Sabrina Salas Matanani.
Local leaders have long been pushing for a China visa waiver program to boost the local tourism industry. But what might be the impact of a huge influx of Chinese visitors? That's the question posed in a new essay contest for local university and high school students. Nestor Lacanto reports.
The written and video essay contest is being held in conjunction with UOG's annual Sustainability Conference. Sunny Atta of Atta's Trust is one of the contest sponsors, along with the Bank of Guam and Docomo Pacific. Atta says they want future leaders to think about the prospects of a Chinese-dominated industry.
It's going to offer opportunities. It's going to offer challenges. And so these young minds at the University of Guam, we want to challenge them to start seeing what they envision, good, bad, or otherwise. The beauty about the contest is there's no right or wrong answer.
Atta says what can't be ignored is China's growing influence in the region.
Whether it's buying into the islands in Micronesia or building their own islands, they're making a move out here. And I think if there's a opening of the China market to Guam, I think you're going to see a lot more ownership of mainland Chinese.
Atta says there are many things to be considered, and it will likely be up to future leaders to decide how to strike a balance.
There's those factors that are going to impact our society, our community as we know it. So the financial gain, is the financial gain worth the change to the people who live here?
The Sustainable Tourism Contest runs through March. Monetary prizes for the winners range from $250 to $1,000. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
In other news, there's a new set of leaders taking over Pazuta. With more on the organization and its mission, here's Tyler Matanani.
Since 2008, Pazuta has been working to address the need to enhance services and effectiveness of local non-governmental agencies. It currently has 27 members organizations within its network. Newly inducted chairperson Sarah Thomas Nedadog.
Today is our annual membership meeting for Pazuta, the umbrella organization of nonprofits on Guam. And we will also be swearing in the new board of directors for 2016 and our new officers.
The incoming board of directors represent 9 of Guam's nonprofits and include Sanctuary, West Care Pacific Islands, Gumamami, Pa'atatatanu, Micronesian Youth Services Network, Guam Foster Families Association, ICANN, Centers for Micronesian Empowerment, and FSM Church Alliance.
Our primary mission is to advocate for and strengthen the nonprofit sector and to help stimulate a higher standard of service, and as well as to support policies that work to improve the state of affairs of the consumers that we serve throughout the islands.
You can look forward to Pazuta's 6th annual Micronesian Nonprofit Congress on March 3rd and 4th. The theme will be Only We, which according to Nedadog speaks to the whole idea of being responsible for the direction that individuals, families, and communities need to go. Nedadog adds Palau President Tommy Remengesau will be the keynote speaker and that they hope to attract policymakers, volunteers, board members, and community-based organization leaders throughout the region. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Tyler Matanani.
Calling all young classical musicians, the Guam Symphony Society will be hosting its annual Young Artists Competition. Young artists of voice, piano, strings, woodwinds, and brass are wanted to perform a complete movement of a work or aria to be judged by internationally acclaimed guest judges from Korea. Winners from each division will be featured soloists in the Young Artist Award Winners Concert set for February 14 at the Loti Hotel Guam. Interested artists can call 687-2696 for more information or visit guamsymphony.com. The competition is set for January 26 through 28 at the University of Guam Fine Arts Theater. Want to know where you can pick up fresh local produce? Jonah Gancharfres has the answer in this week's Local Harvest.
With the new year comes new resolutions, and if you haven't started already, make it a point to support local farmers by purchasing local produce. Wondering where to find it? Well, there are village night markets you can check out almost every night of the week. In Agate, every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., every Thursday in Manilao from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., Friday nights in Jigo from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., and on Wednesdays you have the Chamorro Village Night Market. Speaking of the Chamorro Village, you can find some of our hardworking farmers set up throughout the week selling their latest bounties. If you're able to wake up early enough on the weekends, stop on by the Dedado Flea Market, where you are sure to find an array of produce. There are also several supermarkets and mom-and-pop stores that have committed to supporting local farmers by selling their produce. Places like Payless, Costules, Island Fresh, Chodi, and Tokyo Mart almost always carry fresh local produce daily. And of course, you can always count on the various produce stands set up all over the island. Now, if you happen to be on Facebook, there are several groups that cater to those looking for local veggies and fruits and even value-added products. These groups are warm and welcoming and offer great information and assistance. Some of my favorites include UOG Triton Farm, Guam Organic Food, Paradise Natural Farms, Growing on Guam, Guam Plant and Seed Share, and Guam Farmer and Rancher. And you can always check out www.farmtotableguam.org for the very latest. So make 2016 a year to go local and support local. With this week's Local Harvest, I'm Jonah Gancharfris.
Stay tuned. Next on Weekend Edition, we'll rehash some of the big stories of the week, and still to come, the Guam Crime Stoppers Report.
Stay connected to the world at home from everywhere you are. Get the KUAM News app for the latest in local news, videos, sports, streaming Isla 63 AM, weather, and more. Available for free now at the iTunes App Store or Google Play.
You too can win in Calvo's Insurance Ride Your Dreams giveaway. If you are a Calvo's Insurance home or personal auto customer, you qualify to enter by texting LOYAL to 2015. And if you need an insurance quote, text QUOTE to 2015 for a chance to win in our grocery giveaway. Thank you, Guam, for placing your trust in Calvo's. Insure with Calvo's today and ride your dreams to reality.
If you get nervous about having dental treatment, you're not alone. An estimated 35 million adults experience anxiety or nervousness at the simple thought of visiting the dentist. As your dentist, I strive to make your visit as painless or pain-free as possible. And I frequently tell my patients that in the 21st century, if we can give you medicines to put your tooth to sleep or medicines to take an infection or toothache away, we can surely give you something to help relax you and take all fear away. No one ought to sit in a dental chair thinking of bad childhood memories or fearing injections. If you're a dental coward, but you really do want your teeth fixed, don't wait until the pain is killing you. Come in, tell us your fears, and set up an appointment. We have convinced many that dental treatment doesn't need to be scary anymore. For your helpful dental minute, I'm Dr. Kenny Bourgeois of Paradise Smiles. You shall never know all the good a simple smile can do.
It's Triple J Auto Group's Drive Now and Pay Later event going on now. Buy the car of your dreams and make no payment for 90 days. Get in an all-new Honda, Acura, Ford, Mazda, Lincoln, Volvo, or Kia and pay nothing for 3 months on approved credit. Plus, we've got unbelievable savings in all remaining 2015s and many 2016s. Now's the time to buy during Triple J's Drive Now, Pay Later event. Visit us online at carsguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Download our free app on Apple and Google stores. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
Today, welcome back to Weekend Edition. This is Rehash, where we recap the big stories of the week. And so, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, who will tell their story first?
Well, I always go first, so I'll go first again. Well, the big news with DOE this week was regarding the long-awaited $100 million RFP. So that's been ongoing for almost 2 years now. So on Thursday of last week, they filed, news came out that one of the two bidders, Cortec International, filed a protest, which effectively stalled negotiations. They're saying that cost wasn't included in the RFP process, which means it violates Guam procurement law because Guam procurement law requires that they award the bid to the company that offers the best overall value. So we'll see how this plays out. It might take a lot longer for schools to see renovated campuses.
And speaking about development, the story I did this week was about the Pago Bay Marina Resort. It's this new development in the Pago Bay area. It's 2 towers, 14, 15 stories high, 304 condominium units. Well, they had a public hearing for the proposal, and residents, not just from Talampago and Jonia, but all over the island, they were raising concern with it. A lot of them are concerned about environmental issues, traffic and safety, and then overall their just quality of life being impacted. So they had a public hearing, and a lot of them were just telling the developers, Guam Wanfeng Corporation, that this project shouldn't even be considered, just considering the area. And Pago Bay, you don't see that many developments, like big high-scale properties. So the public can still comment at this time. You can just submit them to the Guam Land Use Commission.
Jason?
And I was really excited because our live stream is up and running. We are doing 6 days a week, basically Monday through Saturday all the way. So we stream the entire KUAM News Prime Time and the last half hour. So on Mondays, it's KUAM News Extra. Fridays, Fiesta Friday. Wednesdays is The Buzz. But we have something different every single night. People can actually join the chat room. It's going on live, send feedback to the show, and we'll actually use their comments as we're doing the show. So it's a really interesting way to interact with us in real time.
Okay, and actually, speaking of being interactive, the story I did this week was all viewers submitted videos, and maybe you at home saw the videos. They were these viral shooting videos. It looked like it was happening on New Year's Eve. A bunch of people firing off their guns. They were speaking Ilocano, and so the Philippine media also got a hold of it, and they were very interested in the story, and they actually traced it all the way to Guam. And so we did a little of our investigative reporting here, and we found the person who actually posted the video on his Facebook, Edgardo Quinnen. I had an exclusive interview with him, and can I tell you, he is very, very apologetic about the whole situation. He tells KUAM that the videos were actually captured last year at his Jigo home, and that his house is in an agricultural area, not a residential area. He has his firearms ID. Again, he didn't mean to post the videos, that he was transferring old photos from his old phone to his new cell phone and accidentally published it on his Facebook profile. Again, he said he blames it due to lack of knowledge. But so as a result, the local and Philippine authorities did launch their investigations. By the time it was too late, he had realized that he had accidentally posted it. So he's being interviewed with ATF, that's the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. And to date, they've already confiscated over 12 of his guns while they conduct an investigation, but no arrest has been made at this point. So, anything else you'd like to add about this weekend? We are all very exhausted. I think Ken and I would agree that every day this week we're like, oh, it's such a tiring week, but thank God it's the weekend, and more when Weekend Edition returns.
This is iPhone 6s. Not much has changed, except it feels different. Now you press lightly to peek and deeper to pop. It changes how easily you can peek a flight, check a post, search for dinner. Ooh, you guys are gonna love that place. You can find a getaway easier. Yeah, go there. And find music easier. Wait, are you listening to your own song?
No, I was, hello?
So pretty much everything you do feels different. And that's what's changed.
It's time for Shop Guam 2015. The Guam Visitors Bureau and more than 100 Shop Guam partners have teamed up to bring back the Shop Guam Festival, going on now until February 15th. This annual interactive shopping experience highlights Guam as a fun, fashionable, and diverse shopping destination, while giving our local community access to more than 200 deals and discounts, with new only on Guam and event features. Look for the Shop Guam logo at your favorite stores. Download the free Shop Guam mobile app and enjoy incredible discounts on shopping, dining, and entertainment.
New year, new ride. It's Cars Plus New Year's sales event. For a limited time only, make no payments for 90 days. That's right, no payment for 90 days. The spacious award-winning Hyundai Santa Fe saved $4,000. The redesigned Hyundai Tucson saved $4,000. The luxurious Genesis by Hyundai saved $7,500. Now's the time to buy from Cars Plus during our New Year sales event. And if we mention no payment for 90 days, get to Cars Plus and Mighty today before your favorite Hyundai is sold. Pre-apply at carsplusguam.com. Cars Plus, driven by you.
I am track trainer.
I'm a baller.
I'm a golfer.
I'm swimmer.
Hey, neighbor.
We are parents of an athlete.
I am a coach.
We are volunteers.
Let me win. Can I win?
Let me be brave in the attempt.
Make a difference in an athlete's life. Be a part of Special Olympics Guam.
Keep our dreams alive.
Get involved today.
We do everything we can here on the program to help you take responsibility for your community and help you be safe. So who better to shed light on this topic than our good friend Officer Paul Tapau with GPD. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having me again.
Okay, we are talking about copper wire tonight. That's this week's crime of the week. But first of all, copper wire, you know, it pops up in the news every once in a while and everything like that. Why is it such a highly valued commodity?
Yeah, the value of itself, copper in itself is of great demand. It's easy to sell. It's a quick sell. And, you know, other than the tracing markings that you have within the conduit, the wires itself, you know, it can pretty much be invisible. And that's why we're asking the community, especially the private businesses with the recycling business, to please take part in the initiative to stop copper wire thefts occurring, because when that happens, everybody's affected by it. And it's unfortunate that this happened at a sports facility center, you know, the DPR Teason softball field.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm an advocate for youth sports. I mean, if you can get the youth involved in sports, you're keeping them out of trouble. You're setting them up for personal values where life skills are being taught.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it is important. It affects everybody.
Now, one thing I've always wanted to ask you and your colleagues at GPD is, you know, there is that rule about, you know, people can get in trouble for receiving stolen goods. What should happen if somebody tries to like pawn off, you know, because copper wire admittedly isn't something that most of us just have, you know, like in great supply. So what if a spindle or, you know, like a great length of copper wire shows up and somebody says, hey, you know, would you like to purchase this or anything? How can they report it to you guys and make sure that, you know, justice is done?
You can call the nearest precinct and everything. You know, not everybody's going to have that gauge of copper wire. You know, I mean, that's
industrial strength.
It's industrial strength, absolutely. And you know, your spidey senses or your human judgment and anything should tell you, you better do something right, or you better make the right choice, because once you commit to that, you're already in, you know, you're aiding and abetting a crime in itself. You know, you're allowing the crime you're permitting the crime to continue further, rather than you taking actions and saying, you know, I think this is something illegal, I should report it. But if you continue the process of purchasing it and reselling it at a value higher than that, you're actually contributing to the crime.
I like how you said spidey sense. Stan Lee would definitely agree with you.
Hey, you know, we use it in police work to keep ourselves alive, you know, and it really does help it when you're faced with that gut feeling, you know. Intuition always helps. And if you make the right choice, you're going to be better off, because not only in copper wires, there's restitution that you have to pay. There's also, you know, jail time, most especially jail time. And you're pretty much stealing from the entire community. Like I said, you're stealing from a sports facility, and who uses a sports facility other than the kids, the youth, and of course, people who, you know, intake in that sort of recreational activity. So, you know, make better choices.
All right, let's find out more details about this latest crime of the week.
On Wednesday, the 30th of December at 1:30 p.m., Department of Parks and Recreational officers entertained a theft of property that occurred at the newly renovated Teason softball fields. Now, according to the report, both the lower and the upper softball fields had lights installed since October in anticipation for the final completion of the renovation. Now, on Tuesday, the 29th of December, DPR sports coordinators were making arrangements to utilize the field for a night event, only to discover that the lights were not working. An assessment was then done on the 30th of December, in which it was discovered that both the upper and lower softball fields had their copper wires missing from within the power junction. Now, the Guam Crime Stoppers is asking the community for their help relative to this theft that occurred. If you have any information about this crime or any other crime, please call Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-HELP. That's 477-4357. You can also send a text to 486-HELP. That's 486-4357. You can also submit information of a crime to our webpage at guam.crimestoppersweb.com, or call the Guam Police Department at 475-8615, 6 or 7. Guam Crime Stoppers wants to remind the public that we do not use caller ID, and you do not have to leave your name. You can receive a cash reward of up to $1,000 if the information provided leads to the arrest and conviction for the person or persons responsible for this crime or any other crime.
Officer Tapau, I've known him for years. I never knew you were that hardcore of a comic book geek. But
yeah, Marvel and DC, man, always the best.
Well, continuing the Marvel metaphor and everything, you know, with great power comes great responsibility.
Absolutely.
And that's what we have to do to make sure that, you know, that copper wire, which is always going to be sought after by criminals, because it is such high value and everything like that, that we have to make sure that we can police the community and help you actual deputized policemen.
Yeah, to put a stop to copper wire thefts, the community has to exercise their power to come forward. Make that choice to come forward and take a stand against crime. Take a stand against the crime that's happening within our community. And you're going to see that's going to cause a snowball effect to say, you know what, I did something right. It's gonna feed up to the next person next to you. And we want that. We want the community to come forward, help us, that we can put a stop to this. We've done it before. We used the Crime Stoppers. The Crime Stoppers helped in our previous copper wire thefts. Let's use the Crime Stoppers again and put a stop to this.
All right, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
All right, everybody, the big guy has your back, and make sure that you take responsibility for your community as well. We're back after this.
Pack your bags for the Nissan Super Giveaway. Nissan is going to fly one lucky person and their guest to San Francisco for Super Bowl 50. 3 nights hotel accommodations, free admission to the Players Super Bowl tailgate party with a feast prepared by Food Network star Guy Fieri. And of course, 2 tickets to Super Bowl 50. Free entry coupons with any new vehicle. The Nissan Super Giveaway to Super Bowl 50. See your favorite salesperson for details.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Dancing, it's a form of art, vibrant, moving, evolving. With every move, every step, every rhythm, behind every dance is a story of who I am, who we were, and who we are as a community. As Pacific Islanders at the 2016 Festival of the Pacific Arts,
I will share my story.
New year, new rides. Cars Plus New Year's sales event. For a limited time only, make no payments for 90 days. That's right, no payment for 90 days. The spacious award-winning Hyundai Santa Fe saved $4,000. The redesigned Hyundai Tucson saved $4,000. The luxurious Genesis by Hyundai saved $7,500. Now's the time to buy from Cars Plus during our New Year sales event. And if we mention no payment for 90 days, get to Cars Plus and Mighty today before your favorite Hyundai is sold. Pre-apply at carsplusguam.com. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Guam has an abundance of locally harvested fruits and vegetables, providing helpful ways to eat and representing our local heritage. Join me, Jonagan Charfris, during KUAM News Weekend Edition for Local Harvest, a special feature showcasing our local farms, recipes, restaurants, and businesses, embracing the movement towards a healthier Guam, support of the Buy Local movement, and a reverence for our cultural heritage.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest roundup, birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Turning 18 this weekend, Xavier Jose Ugin Mofnis, we love you, Bubby. Happy birthday, Kairi Marjorie Rosalind Tubanar, turning 9 this weekend. Happy birthday to you, Zion Ray Q Pangilinan. Turning 11, this preteen Sherlina Rose Timinglo celebrates this weekend. We love you, from Nina, Nino, Justice, Janisha, and Gina. Happy birthday, Vicente Borja Minori, and Zathan Jude Q Pangilinan. That's all the time we have from all of us here at Guam's News Network. Thanks for watching and have a safe weekend.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E,